If you've ever driven away from your home and then got down the road and suddenly wondered, did I shut my garage door? Then what I've got to show you now might be of interest to you. And that's the MyQ Smart Garage Hub from Chamberlain. And with this installed, you can use your smartphone and open or close your garage door from anywhere you're at. You'll need a drill with a 5/32 bit, a pin or marker to mark your screw holes, a Phillips head screwdriver, I would recommend safety goggles, and your smartphone. And here's what comes in the box. You get the MyQ Smart Garage Hub, the mounting bracket for the hub, the power adapter for the hub, the door sensor, and the adhesive strips and all the mounting hardware you need to attach everything. You need to have a sectional garage door, one that has these individual panels, and it has to be a door manufactured after 1993 that has photoelectric sensors at the bottom. The next step is to download the MyQ Garage and Access Control app. Once that's downloaded, go ahead and open it. If you have an account, you can go ahead and sign in. If you don't have an account, go ahead and sign up. You'll then get an email sent to you. You'll need to check that email to complete the registration process. Log into the app and it will take you to the device setup screen. We want to go to the MyQ Smart Garage Hub. Select that. It tells you what you need to get started. Next it says power up. Plug in your hub out in your garage or somewhere very near your garage because the app is going to walk us through connecting this hub to your home Wi-Fi network. Once it's plugged in, the app asks you, do you see a blinking blue light? And ours has that. We push yes to go on to the next screen. If you have an iOS phone, it asks you to scan the serial number on the back of this device and allow MyQ to have access to the camera. So we need to flip the hub over and scan this serial number with your phone. And it says connecting to your device. MyQ wants to join Wi-Fi network MyQ778, and it brings up a list of nearby networks. So select your home network, and then you enter the password for your home network. And when it connects, it says added to Wi-Fi, and the light on the hub is now green instead of blue. Now we have to connect the device to your garage door opener. First, we're going to install the sensor. It's battery operated, so we need to pull out this strip to activate the battery. There's a test button right here, so we're going to push that and see if it's really activated. And the red LED at the top flashes, letting us know that it is working. The door sensor comes with some small screws or some adhesive strips that you put on the back to attach it. With my door, it's best to use the adhesive strips. And on the case of the sensor, it has the word top, so you want to mount that with that pointing up. The strips go here and here. Remove one side of each strip first and attach it to the sensor. Then remove the covering off the other side of the adhesive. And now you're going to mount the sensor on the top panel of your garage door. Anywhere along this top panel would be fine. And that's on there firmly. Now we're going to pair the door sensor to the Smart Garage Hub and tap Next to begin. Now push and release the button again. I'm going to push it again to complete pairing. It beeped, so the beep means that they're paired. The next step is pairing the Smart Garage Hub to the garage door motor. These next steps are going to make the garage door move. So be sure that everything's out of the way of the garage door, and be sure you're starting with the garage door closed. The next screen will ask you to select the brand of your garage door opener. Mine is a Craftsman. Then you need to locate the Learn Program button. It's on the side or bottom of the garage motor. When I remove the cover on the side of my garage door opener, the Learn button is right here, and it is purple. Once you find it, click on Found It, and select the color of the Learn button you have. Now we want to get the garage door opener in the Learn mode. Press and release the button, just like you would a doorbell. The LED on your garage door motor should turn on. And don't press it for very long, just a quick press. If you long press it, that can erase all the learned transmitters and keypads that are connected to this opener. So you don't want to do that. The light turns on, click Next, and it's now attempting to pair. And the door opened. And my screen says paired. And now we're going to install the actual hub. Install the hub so it's at least 6 feet above the ground and within 5 feet of the AC outlet. And the hub and its light should be visible from anywhere in the garage. Don't hide it behind something. This is a warning light that goes off whenever the garage door is closing, and people need to be able to see that. They also recommend that the hub be mounted at least 4 feet away from any metal objects. This is the bracket for the hub, and it needs to be mounted so that this part is against the ceiling. The hub itself attaches onto this part. So I'm going to put this up against the ceiling and mark my 2 holes for mounting it. And you can put a pencil or a marker through the bracket to mark your holes. I've got my bracket holes marked now, and I'm going to drill those holes and push in the wall anchors that came with it. Once the wall anchors are in and they're flush with the ceiling, you can attach the bracket with the included screws. There's the bracket after it's been attached. And now we're going to install the hub on the bracket. Here's the bottom of the hub, and here's the rails that have to slide over the edges of that bracket. It has to go on from this direction because this end is blocked. Slide the hub onto the bracket, get it lined up there, and it snaps into place. Now we want to hook up the power to it. We plug in this end of the power adapter into the hole, and then we plug the power supply into the open socket. If you end up with a lot of extra cord from the power supply hanging down, there's a couple of things you can do with it. You can just wrap it up with the tie that came around the cord to begin with, or the way the hub is made, you can also wrap that extra cord around the base of the hub and secure it out of the way like that. Once you're done with the installation and setup, the app will tell you, success, you're all set. Tap finish below to begin using the app. And right away it tells me the garage door is closed, and it has been closed for 14 minutes. Now, no matter where I'm at, I can open or close my garage door. And I can do that by opening the app, pressing on this symbol of the garage door. It says open, press it again, and the garage door opens. Magic, or rather, technology. The app also lets you set alerts or create schedules. For example, you can create an alert that lets you know anytime the garage door has been open for 45 minutes or more. You can also create a schedule that closes the garage door at 11 p.m. every night if it's still open. And I want to show you now what happens when you do close the garage door from a remote location. The hub will beep and a light will flash, just as a warning to anyone that might be around the door to please get out of the way. The Smart Garage Hub also comes with a warning label. This is supposed to be attached out in the garage by the control that normally opens and closes your garage door.